How you like that?
Kindly state your name.
It's Thom and Jeff.
Well, I think these guys are pretty darn dope. Dope.
Check for sound.
What?
Notice they're high, so this will be a good show.
Yeah.
Podcast number 50. The Cardinals announce a new manager. I think that's quite nifty, which we'll be talking about in this fine podcast. On a Monday, as everyone stretches out over a long weekend, I hope everyone had a good time and did good things. All things Thom and Jeff can be found at thethomandjeffshow.com.
And I think I'm hoping that Mike Matheny, the new manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, as Haas texted, I hope he manages better than he puts on the Cardinal jersey. Apparently he had a few problems at the press conference that just happened.
Getting the button up and all that stuff?
Yeah, he apparently had a suit and tie on and tried to put the jersey over the top of the suit and tie. Couldn't do that, took it back off, and Mozeliak tried to help him put it on and couldn't find the armhole or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll be all right. I think
Awkward
when it's all
moment.
said and
Yeah,
done.
somewhere Okendo is laughing.
Yeah, yeah. You wonder what now becomes of Okendo because they've been grooming him for this job for over 10 years.
You know exactly what happens to Okendo.
He'll take his spot at third base as
Everyone
always.
keeps their job in Cardinal Nation today.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they just keep the motor running. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it in sports with Coach, and sports, as always, brought to you by our friends over there at Rookies. Thom mentioned the website. Want to mention one of our sponsor for today is Atlas Auto Protection, 1-888-591-3123. AtlasAutoProtection.com. They have a tile on our website, thethomandjeffshow.com. You can click right through and see everything that they have to offer. Factory warranty on your car has expired. They have specialists that have all the options for you. If your car is at least 3 years old, has between 36,000 and 120,000 miles on it, there's a lot of car dealers out there right now that are saying, hey, we want your trade. We want your trade. Give us your trade. Well, instead of getting yourself another 6-7 year loan, why not just give yourself a valuable protection plan on the car you already have that's already paid off?
An extra $5,000.
Right, yeah, because they're going to give you that, right? Peace of mind you deserve, budget plan you can afford. Call now for details. Every single mile that you drive impacts your options on your plans. 1-888-591-3123. All we need is your VIN and your current mileage. 1-888-591-3123. AtlasAutoProtection.com. And as I said, we have a tile on our website with their, you just click right through to their website.
So you're saying if you go through them, you don't have to walk, drag, or do whatever you have to do
Right.
with your car right now.
And apparently you almost died over the weekend. We'll talk about that later, huh?
Yeah.
It involved a boat, some water, and a spinning prop.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm very outdoorsy.
I think it's fun. Yeah.
He's quite the boatman.
I think it's funny that one of the reasons why we didn't do a show on Friday is because you took a fishing trip. Scott, you took a hunting trip, right? And you almost died because of this said fishing trip.
Yeah. Sure did.
I was running through the
But
woods
I
with
will
antlers on my head.
I will
almost
tell
got
you
shot.
this. I will tell you this. If that was the way that I was going to go out, at least I had a good day.
Well, that's a good point, yeah.
At least I had a good day.
Funny thing, I hadn't talked to you since what? Thursday night? Wednesday night?
It was Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, and you pulled up here today and you start yelling, Cardinal Nation, Cardinal Nation. And I'm like, shut up and park your car. Let's do the show. And you're like, you're lucky to see me today. And I said, you call this luck?
There's that.
This is fate.
This is how we talk to each other after 4 days.
Yeah.
No, miss you.
Hey, buddy, how's it been?
Missed you.
Hey, okay. Listen up. Mail call.
Well, let's read some emails, shall we?
I've got mail.
Mail call. Gather around, everyone.
You got mail, maggot.
Mail call, sir. Oh, the mail's in.
I got mail. Yay!
You can email us through the website, thethomandjeffshow.com. Again, thank you to Ballyhoo for having us out last week and also all the people that came out. And this is LaDonna. Good times at Ballyhoo last week. It was great to see old friends and meet new ones. My friends and I knew going into the showdown, talking about the stripper pole showdown, what the crowd would be expecting. We brought the unexpected. We used the pole as a tool.
Yes, you did.
Not a prop. Hope to see you and hear you all again soon. Again, that's from LaDonna, and I believe that would be the group that was they do the stripper pole thing once, twice a week as a workout kind of thing. They don't go up there and rub their crotch on it,
And they didn't make it?
Huh? No, they were there. They just didn't make it into the finals, is what she's saying.
No, we had a lot of people. There was
Yeah.
there was only, I think, 4 to 5 signed up. And then all of a sudden there was a bum rush.
I was getting drunk, so
There's nothing wrong with having the bartenders come out from behind the bar and get up there 2 at a time.
There's that too.
Whew, that was really good.
I was wondering why you took off with such a blitz. You're like, I gotta get home.
I gotta get up. I'm like, where in the hell is a bartender? All I would do is can I just get it? Oh, there they are.
Wow.
You guys go ahead. I'll get my own drink.
It was worth the wait.
This is from Steve. Hey, guys. This is the Brit guy living in Saudi Arabia here emailing. He's emailed before.
Right on.
This time I'm in South Korea, where I've been for the last 5 days.
How do you just end up in South Korea?
Let's put another shrimp on. Oh, wait, that's not right.
It's been a fucking lousy trip, he says. I had some kind of disagreement with the local food on the first day and been shitting through the eye of a needle and throwing up ever since.
Yeah.
Which leads me to ask Tom and Coach especially, would you rather...
No.
Jesus Christ.
This is him, not me. I'm sorry. Suck the brown water, including the bits of noodles that's been coming out of my ass through a straw from a pint glass, or be spoon-fed the regurgitated Whopper with cheese
God damn it, it's Monday.
that I launched at the airport today, complete with half-digested onions and pickles.
Tom's puking around the world.
But you do have the option to microwave both for 20 seconds.
I think I'll just take number 3, death.
Okay, then.
So,
Anyway, I've been sitting in the airport in Seoul today on a 10-hour flight connection and got through 8 back-to-back episodes, which really helped the day go, as I can't face any booze, hence saving the cash I would have otherwise spent on said booze and resultant random purchases in duty-free. This guy talks way too smart for us.
There's nothing like going through duty free drunk with a pocket full of cash.
Right.
I'm just imagining him sitting on the toilet taking a shit going, I bet, would you rather?
would you rather? This would be a good one.
The thing I remember about duty free is they sell those huge 10 cartons of cigarettes in the big box. You ever bought one of those?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Like looking in the toilet.
Those are fun.
Those are fun. How about looking in the toilet and it looks like French onion soup? Hey, that's a would you rather.
Can we warm that in the microwave?
Does it have the crusted cheese over the bowl?
As the podcasts have been a lifesaver today, I have donated $100 to your cause. Thank you very much.
What?
That's to Steve. Thank you. Or from Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Wow. Outstanding.
Steve,
That's something else.
good to know most of that money will go towards booze and cigarettes.
We're going to the duty-free stuff.
Yeah. Tom, Jeff, Scotty, Boom Boom, Coach, and Kara. Hey, guys, just wanted to drop a quick message to tell you how much I enjoy the podcast. The radio show was fantastic, but uncensored and uninterrupted, Tom and Jeff is epic. Thank you all for doing what you do, and I will be donating very shortly. Had a couple of things for you as well. Number one, I know how much you love the Pop That Zit, but have you ever seen a botfly extraction?
Yes, I have.
Is it worse, better?
It's disgusting. I mean, when you're pulling larvae out of any part of your body, it's not really great.
This person describes
that
it as
out, huh?
pretty gnarly. They have a
there's a whole botfly section on Pop That Zit.
I just haven't chosen one of those yet, so I
well,
don't.
go check it out.
They have
They
a link
spell
on
gnarly
here.
right?
GNARLY.
That's right.
Sure.
Wow.
They have a link in here for one.
Ding, ding, ding.
So I'll give you this so we can keep it for another show. Number two, to go along with your donation button, especially you could auction a listener appearance off on your podcast. Should pull in a good amount for you guys, especially if it's a Carrie Pfister jersey payoff day. I know that there would probably be liability issues with that, you think?
No.
But I thought it would be cool to see both. Keep up the good work. Hopefully I can make it to a live show or to Rookies to meet you guys and thank you in person. That's Brian from Deluge.
I know you have a pretty good collection. I'd have to find it, but I have a pretty good collection of just point stuff that I can't wear anymore.
Yeah.
Are you saving that stuff, or what are you doing with that stuff?
I don't think Tommy's going to be calling anytime soon.
No, but I had to go out and buy that's all I wore was,
Right.
I mean, just over the years you collect shit with, sweatshirts and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
I could never wear, as proud as I am of the tenure that I spent there, I don't think I can, in my right mind, wear that around town.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't really be all that proud of it. Second of all, the worst thing is right now. This season is the worst because this is hoodie season. This is zippy season, and that's all I wore. You know, how many point hoodies and zippies do you have? 10 probably.
Yeah,
at least. That's the toughest part. Not toughest, but that's what I'd be wearing right now.
Exactly. So I'm saying if we gathered ours or put ours separate, or it doesn't matter.
Burned them all.
Well, and I was thinking more of the lines of charity sort of thing for the holiday season. I don't know.
You know what we should do with them is somewhere there's a third world country.
I was going to go in my back of my truck out of the corner here and go, boy shit,
hey bug. There's somewhere in a third world country right now, there's a bunch of poor kids with only one shoe on wearing a Texas Rangers World Series 2011, T-shirts right now. You know how they do that every year?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should ship them over there. What do you say?
Those large shipment of Thom and Jeff shirts, really.
Right, yeah. The white ones with the yellow armpits.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I know someone who has do you remember when the St. Louis Stallions had the chance to be the expansion team? He's got a jersey.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
Because of what you said, the Ranger, at the last minute, nope, not going to be St. Louis, going to be Jacksonville. Well, They had X amount of jerseys already made.
We already had our Thom and Jeff 10th anniversary T-shirts made, and then that didn't happen.
Speaking about stuff getting made,
I'll take one.
Side note, I saw a guy wearing a brand new, those Cardinal World Series hats that they sold exactly the moment after they won the World Series for $35 plus shipping and handling.
Right.
And he was asking for money.
Really?
And I thought,
he's wearing the hat, but he's begging for money.
Did you find it? Did someone give it to you? Or did you really purchase it? I wanted to have a whole conversation, and then I moved on with my day.
Sure. Dearest Thom, ever since we last parted ways, both in pain and tears, I have not been able to stop thinking about you.
This is Mitch.
Yeah. It's a big, long love letter from Mitch. Do you want to sit through it or not?
No, go right ahead. If you find it...
No, it doesn't matter to me.
If it's comedic value for you, then go right ahead.
It's not for me. Does everybody want to hear it? I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Is it
to
really
me.
from Mitch?
Yeah, that's what it says.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
The email address is
mitchfortom
mitchfortom@gmail.com.
If the man took the time to email,
this
the
is
least
true.
you
It's
could
a
do.
good point. We're here for our listeners. Ever since we last parted ways, both in pain and tears, I have not been able to stop thinking about you. It hurts me more than you will ever know that you have chosen to break off all communication with me, ignoring my calls and emails. I hope that writing through your show will ensure this actually gets to you. I know that your friends and associates care very much about our relationship. I want to say I'm very truly sorry for everything that happened. Sleeping with that woman was a horrible mistake. She caught me in a moment of weakness, and I was compelled to dabble on the other side of the fence as though someone else was controlling my actions. Please know that her dirty snatch could never compare to your tender and welcoming anus. Listen to
Mitch. Hey, Mitch. It's over.
It's over.
I thought for sure that Mitch was the one that went fishing with you this weekend.
I want to suck the cum out of that big old fat cock.
Taken out of context.
Yeah. This is from Adam. Our donations to the TAJ show tax deductible.
I thought Mitch had a page 2.
No, there was another small paragraph, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Our donations to the TAJ show tax deductible. We'll have to ask Richie the tax guy.
Yeah, they probably are.
I would think so.
Because we're non-for-profit.
That's for damn sure. A couple more here. Hey, guys and gal, I watched the video trailer on the website and learned a few things. The well-produced video gave me an insight into the whole show. From pictures and various other sightings, I knew what Thom and Jeff looked like, but seeing Coach, Boom Boom, and Kara was great. Scotty and Kara were about what I was imagining, but I have to admit, like a previous emailer, thought Coach looked nothing what I thought. Can't explain it, but what really makes me feel like I was a little visually impaired, since we can only hear the show. We had to use our imagination and paint a picture. Was listening earlier this week, and the debate came up about the legalization of pot. It is an intriguing topic, and many of you are on the pro side of the issue. I'm not passing judgment on the issue either way, but the point that I want to bring up can affect all of us. Missouri as a state already has a bad record for drunk drivers. What would happen if we had a bunch of half-baked drivers to the mix on the roads? Many of these
Everyone would drive a lot slower.
Right. Many of these drivers could be younger.
Would you see the guy driving down the highway going 35 trying to open up a bag of chips?
You get home. What? I was in an accident?
It'd be a lot harder to get through the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Yeah.
I had 6 taquitos.
Many of these drivers could be younger drivers who don't have much experience behind the wheel, but all the confidence in the world.
You get
Just
pulled
saying,
over,
Scott.
You get pulled over. You got to listen to this song, man. You got to listen to the song. Listen to the words.
Or you wouldn't be in a car accident because it'd be like, weren't you going to leave like an hour ago, man? You know what I mean?
First of all, just like drinking, you shouldn't possess, or drive when you have any of that sort of material.
Right.
You could have it with you, but just don't be doing it.
Right.
Like, you can't have like an open.
If you have
Ziploc
it with
claw.
you, if you have it with you and they look in your car, it's not like they're going to say, "Oh, here it is. You go on and have a nice day."
Right.
Yeah, drinking's legal, but drinking and driving's illegal.
Right.
You know,
You'd have to have the same rules.
Yeah, you'd have to have the same rules for it. Exactly.
You got to
Driving under.
think with your noodle first, your sober noodle.
That is, you know what? That should be our campaign from now on. Think with your noodle.
Your wet noodle.
Last one, just comment for Jeff. When you guys were talking about the Penn State scandal, I thought of a parallel between this child abuse case and all the ones in the Jeebus stories. First of all, I totally agree with you all the way that any abuse of anyone, especially a child, is disgusting. Having said that, I do think your reaction to the Catholic Church is a bit harsh. In many Jeebus segments, you end up concluding that anyone who ever gives money to a church helps perpetuate child abuse and covering it up. On the other hand, you did not conclude today that the institution of college sports is overall corrupt and that buying a ticket to a college game helps this stuff happen. Either way, they have been unfortunate and shocking incidents, but they do not speak for the institution as a whole. I realize church scandals are far more common than the college one, but
That's
the number
what I was going to say.
Yeah, me too. But the number of honest priests in churches still vastly outnumber the corrupt ones. For the record, I'm not even Catholic, David.
Time out. If you think Penn State is the only collegiate institution that has done something like this, I think you'd be sorely mistaken.
You know, you kind of taken the same angle as me. I bet this makes other victims
Come forward.
come forward.
You wonder how many more times you're going to hear this story.
And here's what I hope that doesn't happen. I hope somebody looking to make $1 and making false accusations on someone.
Right.
I hope that doesn't happen.
That's the same thing. Yeah, they're going to have to root through it all. It's just opening a whole can of worms over there, I think.
Quit surfing TMZ on the clock, douchebag. It's Celebrity Wrap-Up with Thom and Jeff.
Hey, Kat Von D. Everyone in here, I believe, likes her. I know you
I'm a big
respect her
fan,
work.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I think she's sexy.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about her?
Well, when
I
she
agree.
got into the relationship with Jesse James, you would think that she'd have her smart hat on.
Right.
But now she's
Think with her noodle.
think with your noodle.
Your sober noodle.
She's saying that Jesse cheated on her with 19 women during their toxic relationship.
What were they together a year or something like that? 19 women. Jeez, that's like one a weekend or something, isn't it?
They've been broken up for months.
No, 52 weeks. Yeah, I'm going to carry the one.
So he wasn't really that bad.
It was once a month.
Big deal.
Come on. I mean, it's not real. It's different for a guy, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
because it's just a release. And,
Right.
I love you.
It's just like jerking off, only I was using her vagina.
Here's the deal, Jesse. When you do that with rich and powerful women, they can kick you to the curb.
Uh-huh.
You're not doing.
See Sandra Bullock.
You're not doing Lucy in Lubbock, Texas.
He was thinking with the wrong noodle, wasn't he? Anybody, again, fans of Jessica Biel in here? Yes,
Sure,
no.
absolutely. Great ass.
And she's gotten her boobs out in one movie. It was something blue, a powder blue, where she was a stripper, and she poured, I guess, the hot wax from a candle on her, and it was kind of low lighting, but you got to see the boobs, right?
Right.
And she has said, and even though it was very, very, it was her first time ever topless in a movie, gave the movie itself a lot of publicity. It still went straight to DVD because apparently when she had her shirt on, the rest of the movie blew. So She has come out and said that if a director I trusted came to me with an amazing opportunity and it felt organic,
If your name
I
is
would do
Marty
it again.
Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino, she'll star in your film.
If it felt organic, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means if she felt comfortable with it.
That's stupid. If it felt organic, here's a check. Get your cans out.
Well, that's only going to happen like that if she's in one of those major productions.
So you don't think she's going to get him out for the new screenplay that I'm writing?
No.
Called Jessica Biel Takes a
No.
Shower?
It better be
No?
very well written.
And there's a sequel already called
and
Jessica
have
Biel
a series
Jumps
of
Up and Down.
story arcs that go up and down that naturally makes her want to get those little titties out.
Well, this reminds me of story, All Access, the show All Access or whatever. We were talking about J. Edgar last week. So the guy asked Leo, hey, have you ever done a movie just for the money? And he looks at him. He's like, no, I don't think I ever have. It's always been for the art, or I really like the role or the script or whatever. And, he was very serious about it. And then they cut to the interview with Clint Eastwood, who directed and produced the movie. And he said, we asked Leo, have you ever done a movie for just the money and all this stuff? And he goes, so I got to ask you. He goes, you ever do a movie just for the money? And Clint looks at him, just starts laughing. He goes, every one of them. I love Clint Eastwood. It was perfect.
Every goddamn one.
Every damn one.
I would have looked and said, have I ever done one for free? There's your answer.
Exactly.
Every single one.
Exactly.
He does his job. He does his job well, and he expects to be paid for
Right.
it. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's
Right.
just like everybody on this show.
No,
wait.
There's a difference there.
We're not going to have to renegotiate my
that's
contract.
right.
So, excuse me for
I'm
my
up for a raise,
ignorance
by the way.
and fogginess, but I'm trying to scroll through it to find it, but I don't know. I just saw a blurb, but didn't click on it. Is Stern really going to do America's Got Talent, or is he just talking about
I've
it?
heard that he's talking. Or
I
Surely.
was
saw
talking
the
about
headline.
it last year, too, but I think it's the same cast that was last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as of right now.
I've never seen the show, but I saw the headline that you said. I haven't seen.
So either this is going to turn into a yearly thing just to get his name out in the news, which is pretty smart. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's talking about it, I guess.
Right. But I still think it's Steven Tyler. I
heard
Got Talent.
Piers Morgan is leaving America's Got Talent. So it'd be-
America's Got Talent. Not
Yeah.
Ameri-
So it would be
American Idol.
Howie Mandel, Sharon Osbourne, and Howard Stern.
Now, that may be true. I heard he was doing American Idol. I thought I misunderstood you totally.
I don't know. These are shows I don't watch. So, and it's a.
It would make me want to at least watch the first one. He said he'd sit around and critique people for $15 million, and well, who wouldn't?
Yeah, I would. I definitely would.
Oh, yeah, you'd be pretty good at it, actually.
It's time for the bench warming 2-minute drill from the bleachers on the back 9 extra innings. Touchdown. Sports.
This fantastic sports update is brought to you by a fantastic bar and grill located on the South Service Road here in Wentzville. Of course, I'm talking about my home, away from home Rookies, where tonight, because it's Monday night and Monday Night Football's on, and the Packers are going to kick the living shit out of the Vikings. We all know that. Go in there and have yourself a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for $13.95.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a bad deal. And from 3 to 6, every Monday through Friday, drafts are simply $1.
So
Nothing
if you
wrong
go
with that either.
So if you go with a friend, it's almost like you can get a pitcher and a bunch of wings for $10 a piece.
Yeah.
with tip.
And if you ever question whether or not the people at Rookies are fun or not,
No one has ever questioned that.
were they at Ballyhoo?
They were at Ballyhoo. There was a table, and there were about 10 of them.
Oh, they were
And
something
they were
else.
making some noise.
They were the party table, were they
They
not?
were the party table that I was sitting at immediately following the podcast.
Before we get to the big story, which would be the Cardinals, obviously naming Mike Matheny their manager, you brought up Aaron Rodgers, and you know that I'm a fan of Aaron Rodgers, 50% because it pisses Tom off, but the other part because he's a fucking great quarterback. But I would never walk around Walmart on a Sunday in an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Really? Why not?
Because the guy I saw doing it on Sunday looked like the biggest douchebag in the entire world.
First of all, you don't wear jerseys, period.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Is there any jersey that you would wear
To Walmart.
to Walmart?
No,
You don't need
I'm
a
not
shirt to go
all right,
into
Not a
Walmart.
jersey.
I will-
I've worn the occasional soccer shirt or soccer jersey, yeah, but not hockey or not football. No.
I will tell you this right now, that I have learned over the years not to dress in anything orange and blue or bearsish, no matter if they win or they lose. I mean, I'll wear it sporadically throughout. but-
Really? There's Bears fans around here.
No, I just don't want to hear the shit from Jeff. That's all.
Oh, I
Why?
got you.
It's just an added element that will give you more reason to comment or make light or poke fun at the current
You're not even wearing anything from the United States. You got a shirt on that says London.
Right, and again, if he was...
Go ahead, Smarty Pants.
Hey,
Why don't you rip
when
on
was
London?
When was the last time you were in London? Hey, nice shirt. And you get that shit. It's just something that I've learned over the years not to do, only for the sake of just causing myself less grief, and I don't need to, get all hyper and
it can't be any worse than it was for me yesterday. I have a friend who actually listens to the podcast out of Winslow, Arizona. Her
There's
name's
one.
Tara.
Hey, there's
Winslow,
Her name's
Arizona.
Tara. So there's your shout out. And she is this huge Denver Bronco fan. And oh my God, when they beat the Chiefs yesterday, that's all I heard. My phone kept ringing. Coach, guess who? All this bullshit about how, because for some reason she thinks Tim Tebow, I think, is the next John Elway. Speaking of that game, how do you
actually,
lose?
I think Tim Tebow's actually better than John Elway because he can win a game by only completing 4 passes.
Two
passes.
How do you lose? How do you lose a game?
And he's throwing with his wrong arm.
Here's the thing: the Chiefs injured both Bronco running backs in the first quarter. Tebow completes a total of 2 passes, and the Chiefs still lose.
Hey, let's all hold
frustrating.
hands and pray to Jesus, and he will come down upon me.
That is frustrating. And oh, by the way, the Rams won. 13-12.
I think my favorite part of
Finally.
the Rams game was the post game comment by Steven Jackson when they asked him about the botched field goal at the end. Steven Jackson just laughed. He goes, "That's the stuff that normally happens to us."
I didn't see that.
How about a Hall of Fame running back on a piece of shit team his entire career?
Oh man,
That's the way I look at Steven Jackson.
Walter Payton.
Yes, same thing.
Up until
Barry
the
Sanders.
85, Barry Sanders the same way.
Now, is Walter Payton in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead, too. In case
Well, I did.
Oh, that's
know
right.
that,
He did
yeah.
die, didn't he?
Yeah, he's because I've invited him on the show a bunch of times. He just doesn't return my call.
There's a book out that chronicles his life, and of course he's revered in Chicago. Anything having to do with Peyton, everyone loves him. You'll still see 34s all the way throughout Soldier Field. And there's a book that is out that is saying that he has some sort of dependency or had dependency on painkillers, was a manic depressive, liked to, drink and maybe cavort with some women.
Right.
And
It's called being an NFL player.
And people are saying, why do you need to bring this out? I don't know.
Because he's someone we want to hang out with.
Yeah. Seems kind of cool.
How do I get into that game? Please, kind sir.
So the Cardinals named new manager as Mike Matheny, and I did not believe it up until it was named. He was named the manager. I really did not think it was going to happen.
I thought he was 4th or 5th on the list at best, just because he has absolutely no managerial experience. But everybody around the Cardinals and everybody around baseball really, seems to think that this guy's got the leadership skills. To take over a veteran team like this. He knows a lot of the players. He'll keep the same coaching staff. He's tight with Dave Duncan. But if it doesn't work, if for some reason he struggles the first 2 years, there are going to be a lot of second guessing going on by fans.
And he's replaced by Jose Oquendo.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Well, if
What
you're
does he got? He's got a
Oquendo-
2-year deal with a club option.
Okay, is that what it
I
was?
think
I
that's
never
what
did
it
hear
is.
the
Well, I mean,
particulars.
if you look at it, would we be happy with anybody at this point taking La Russa's spot? I mean, there's always going to be question no matter who it was and what his performance would be, in my opinion.
Well,
sure.
But I think, and to your point, Scott, I would say Oquendo would make most people go, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
There's so many questions to this one because, as Chris Duncan has said a million times, the guy has turned down coaching jobs by the Cardinals in the past, saying, I don't want to travel, I don't want to, have the time away from my family. But as soon as he's offered the manager's job, oh yeah, I'm all about it.
Right.
I'm Cardinal Nation. Sure, yeah,
Right, so maybe that had a little something to do with it.
Well, before they all came out in the press conference, I got a call because I got insiders, and there were
The Thom and Jeff insiders.
there were little 8-ounce.
Actually, it was me that called you, Thom.
There were little 8-ounce Dixie cups all around, and Mo poured the red Kool-Aid around and said, "Okay, guys, let's go talk to the press." And they all had to wipe off their little red mustache on a towel and threw.
Mo
it in the-
had a little in the
They had
corner,
a little in the corner there,
Oh,
around there,
God.
and everyone came around.
See now this, and I love having fun with you about Cardinal Nation and everything, but this goes back to the reason why I give you shit about wearing your little Bears stuff all the time. Because you make fun of Cardinal Nation.
No. I am part of Cardinal Nation. I find it amusing, and I love watching it. Hell, he's a St. Louis guy.
I know, but to my point about the Bears stuff is you make fun of Wilma and Roger from Wildwood and their Cardinal stuff, yet you're the guy dancing in a bar after the Bears win a regular season game.
And I'm dancing in the bar when the Cardinals win a game.
I know, but what I'm saying is you can't make fun of one and not the other.
I'm well aware of the hypocrisy of it all.
Okay, as long as you know you're being a hypocrite, that's fine.
I'm well aware of it. I'm just pointing it out. I find it humorous, and if they gave me a cup of Kool-Aid, Matheny all around, everyone raise them up and let's drink them and let's go do this thing. But I thought I was listening to ESPN this morning. I think it was Coach or Zach or somebody.
Somebody screaming in the microphone.
It doesn't matter, but the point was made that this is kind of everyone keeps their job sort of thing,
right?
McKay's got his job.
Sure,
Kendo's got his job.
Duncan, McGuire.
You sent me something saying, Kendo said, "Yeah, I'm in and I'll be there. Don't worry." Right?
Of course he's in.
Yeah.
Was he going to say no?
Well, I mean,
where the hell else? Where's he going to go?
Isn't there's an opening in the Cubs, right? Unless
that would
they
be his
that.
only option.
Yeah,
right now would be the Cubbies,
and you know as well as I do that Kendo is a Cardinal. He always will be.
I don't think he wants that.
And would it look bad if he was like, okay, I'm going to go apply for the Cubs job, and he didn't get it, and he'd come back? Okay, can I have third base again? You guys mind?
Yeah, he's going to be back as a third base coach for at least 1 year. But I think if managerial positions open up next year, and he gets a chance, he's got to look into taking it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this is the first one he's ever applied for.
Exactly.
And Francona probably goes to Chicago now?
It'd be my guess. Maybe they cry and beg and plead and convince Ryan Sandberg to come back. I don't know.
No, because you think about it. If you bring the new guy in, if you bring anybody other than Kendo or anybody outside the organization, they're going to want to wipe the slate clean.
In Chicago, you mean? Or in St. Louis?
In St. Louis. That's what they do.
No, but I'm saying the Cubs. Maybe the Cubs can cry and beg and plead Ryan Sandberg to come back after they didn't give him the job a year ago.
It would be a hell of a PR move, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not that they need to sell tickets in Chicago.
Right. That's the biggest bar in the city of Chicago.
Biggest gay bar.
Yeah, well, that too.
The rivalry is renewed with two new managers.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a connection between Sherpa getting his first ever tattoo and the Cardinals winning another World Series, right?
Yeah, Live Sherpa tattoo me. Cards forced Sherpa to honor old bet. Apparently he welched on 06, and now they're calling for him to go get a Cardinal tattoo, which he has agreed to do so on his right shoulder area. And just speaking to the fact of before you do anything like that, know that it will be there forever. He writes that he doesn't have a tattoo. He's a 50-year-old guy. It's a traumatic experience if you've never done it before. That's why people who have tattoos think about the tattoos they get before they get the tattoos. So you're not going, okay, well, I did this.
Right.
And didn't really work out.
The red rose with the thorns around it.
Susie.
I mean, how many more, roses on a side boob from someone out west, way out west?
It reminds me of the most interesting man in the world where it said his mom has a tattoo that says son. I fucking love that, man.
My little brother, Derek, is actually taking one of our nephews to Steel and Ink to get his first ever tattoo.
Was just there.
He texted me the other day, said, hey, who do I talk to? And it's going to be a Christmas present from him. He's going to pay for it. 18-year-old college freshman, and he's going to get his first ever tattoo, which I think is pretty cool.
What is it about?
I don't know yet. Now I'm not sure he knows yet, but I said go see Brandy because she's the shit, and she'll hook you up. So
also, we all met some good people over at Ballyhoo. Threshold was out there, and thanks to them for giving away a $200 piece of art that someone will have for the rest of their life.
Right? Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So
stuff.
you were at Steel and Ink in South County?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Did you get anything done?
No, I talked to her.
Did you have Mitch lasered off or?
See, there was no Mitch. Never had a Mitch.
Right. When you get it lasered off, that's the attitude you can have.
No, I was thinking about
He added an ELL and put Susie Mitchell.
Or Boggs. Mitchell Boggs.
I was just thinking about getting something done. I wanted her thoughts. Right. She gave them to me and said, I'll talk to you later. I said, great. Then
Are you at liberty to tell us what you were thinking about getting done?
Yeah. I got a tattoo on my forearm for friend Phil, who passed away several years ago, and he always wanted to. He was a pirate. That was his thing. So I got a pirate, and we played a lot of golf together.
Was he like 9?
You knew Phil.
He always wanted to be a pirate. Sounds like he's 9 years old.
What was the first thing you said to Phil every time he came into the studio?
So, Phil, can you please put your pants back on?
No, it was something to the effect of, do you work?
Do you have a job?
Phil would call me on Thursday. He would always go to the Thursday Cardinal games. Always.
Yeah.
And we were good friends with some bar owners down there by Busch Stadium. No longer exists. But he would, and we'd have
Drank him out of business.
We'd have carte blanche. We could just pull up downtown 3 blocks from the stadium and just pull our car right in, put it in gear, go, yeah, we're here. We got the beer and it's all set up. And he'd call me, he'd go down there every Thursday for the day game, the 1 o'clock at 10:30. He said, come have a beer with me. I said, dude, I got to go to work. He goes,
right.
What's one beer going to do? What do you mean? It's just one beer.
Yeah, when we used to do, we would do a live broadcast at Danny Mac's place down there. There's Phil. Phil, you work? I
love Phil.
What the?
He was one of my dear friends.
I'm a pirate.
I love him.
Now I know why. He was a pirate.
He was a pirate.
His
That's all.
laugh made me laugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
he
got a
was
hell
just-
of a laugh.
He just was that fucking guy. You look
Yeah.
at him and you just fucking laugh. It
Yeah.
was just,
And then you went next door to the grind as well, right? I got to get them stickers, son of a bitch.
Yes, you do. And I can take him by. It's a shorter trip for me, but I went by there to get some utensils.
Good for
some utensils. You need a
good
new
for that,
spoon.
aren't they?
They're really good for the utensils and also extremely knowledgeable.
Yes, they so knowledgeable they opened up 2 stores.
Yes, they did. One in South County and one in Edwardsville. It's the grind, THA grind.
Speaking of Danny Mac, haven't heard from him in quite a while since his second arrest, and he spoke with somebody from the Post-Dispatch for a good couple of hours and pulled a couple of 2-3 quotes from it for today, and it was it was a Sunday night in September when he got his second in 13 months. He got popped for a second drunken driving charge. And if you guys remember the first one, he was like, thank God this happened, life-changing, it'll never happen again. 13 months later, it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
And both of you can never have a good mugshot, but both of the mugshots just told so many stories. He's got a wife, 4 children, ranging in age from 2 to 6 years old. And he's wearing an ankle brace now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Will they release him to the podcast?
I don't think.
Maybe he could do an
this would be
exclusive
his
interview.
priority.
I'm just guessing us reaching out to Danny Mac right now, I'm guessing it would be a negative response.
Yeah, you never know.
Well,
Who knows?
not from Dan's perspective.
Yeah. The whole time we were watching the Cardinals in the playoffs and make the run to the playoffs, he was doing rehab and he was getting sober and all those kinds of things. And as opposed to going to jail, he was being sentenced to 90 days in jail, 2 years probation instead, which was good. Suspended license for a year, $1,000 fine.
Community service.
100 hours of community service, outpatient alcohol treatment program, wear a device that detects if he consumes alcohol, not being allowed to possess or consume alcohol during the probation, weekly meetings regarding his alcoholism. And he just basically says, hey, look, I'm an alcoholic, and I have gotten myself sober, and it's going to be a daily battle. And whether or not I get my job back, it's up to them. And if I don't, I completely understand. I'm the one who screwed up.
There's not much more that you can say to that.
Yeah, what else can you say?
I thought one of the revealing quotes in the article was, over the years, I've been extremely frugal with my money.
Right,
so
yeah.
he can afford to go through this, period of time where he's refocusing everything. Not a lot of people have that option, of course.
Like, thank goodness we all saved our money during this time of no income. We're all very comfortable with our...
Drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Right. And as a great quote from his attorney said, the first time around it was, we'll save his driver's license. This time around we're going to save his life. So,
For everyone who has a problem or who've ever had a problem, everyone's rock bottom is a different story. This is a different story.
Yeah, and hopefully he gets, I would love to see him back in the Cardinal.
Especially with today within the organization, the second chance, the whole. I mean, it fits right in. I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth, nor do I know any information, but it would seem stupid that they wouldn't rehire him.
The only thing, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say the only person really pissed off is Ricky Horton.
Right, yeah.
Really?
That's the thing. It's not like
at the end of the day.
Yeah, Ricky's like, I don't drink at all.
Yeah.
Come on.
And they would have shoveled him a contract that would have been kind of like we got shoveled a contract. Here, sign this.
Sign this and
I'm
shut up.
signing it. I have a job.
Well, it's not like they're hurting for mouths behind microphones in the Cardinal broadcast booth. You know what I mean? They got plenty of people there.
You got to like the mouth behind the microphone. Wayne Hagen brings.
No, but what I'm saying is they got Ricky Horton.
Wayne's with the Mets now.
You know, they got plenty of
How
people.
long did he last in St. Louis? Is what I'm saying.
Not real long.
3 years.
Yeah.
Not real
3
long.
years.
That
You
is
mentioned earlier that I took some time on Friday to go fishing with my brother and my friend Eric down in Kincaid Lake, Southern Illinois. It was a gorgeous day outside. Brother just got a new boat. It was great.
What kind of boat is it? Is it like a pontoon or is it a fishing boat?
It's a fishing boat.
Okay.
It's a Ranger. It's a Ranger.
Oh, it's a Ranger. Nice.
It's a Ranger.
Really
Ranger
nice.
boat.
A Ranger boat. And it's really sparkly and fancy, and it was just a hell of a day. Great day. 6:30 at night. We're done. Pitch black. The only thing on the boat you see is the light on the dock. And friend Eric gets off to go step from the boat to the plank to go get the car. And 3.5 seconds later, I decide, and I cannot tell you why I decided to do this. I think I can, I want to get out of the boat too because I've been in here. I'm kind of cold, and I'm going to follow Eric. Problem was, it was about 3.5 feet from the dock, and my brother didn't know that I was making this stupid move. Mm-hmm. So I hop, and I get my left foot up on the dock, and I'm trying to propel myself forward.
You're pushing off the boat. The boat's pushing away?
Yes.
Oh, no.
So I got my left for probably a count of 1,001, 1,000. I'm in the water. As I come down, I smash my thigh square on the dock. I have a deep thigh contusion, and I go underwater. Now I come back up, and I'm a good 8 to 10 feet from the dock. And the first thing I see to my right is the boat. So I grab on the boat, on the back of the boat, and I swing myself around. To which I heard my brother go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Which I guarantee you said that many, many times throughout life to you.
Well, yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. The motor was still going.
Oh.
So he had to kill it. Then I waited, little frog paddle to the dock, and I got there. And Eric looked at me and goes, "Are you all right?" I said, "Do I look all right?" He said, "Can you move? Are you okay? Or am I going to have to drag your ass up on this dock?" And I said, "No." He said, "Good." So I literally, one by one arm after one arm, for about 30 yards until I could touch ground, walk up. Again, it's, Friday night. It's freaking cold, and I'm wet, and I'm on the dock peeling off clothing and laying it down. Thank God I brought a change of clothes. And,
oh, my God.
And drove home. And the whole thing, again, my brother kept on saying, and Eric the same thing, "What the fuck were you thinking?" And I said,
Well, you're not a guy that's on a boat. You don't own a boat. You're not a fisherman. You're not a guy that does that.
I should know fucking better. I've been on enough. I'm not an outdoorsman by any stretch of the imagination, but you know better to tell the driver of the boat, "Hey, I'm getting off too." That way he knows, because he's got other shit he's doing since he's commanding the boat.
Were you high?
No, actually, you know what? Earlier in the day, I was pretty good and toasty, but I stopped right after lunch because I knew that the way the day was going, that either I didn't want to spend the night in Southern Illinois on Friday night, so I knew that I took it upon myself to be the sober one to get our asses back, and falling in the 52-degree lake at 7:00 at night.
That'll sober your ass up right away.
If I needed, I wasn't drunk, but if I needed any more wake-up calls, that was certainly a wake-up
and that'll
call.
shrinkage your balls right up to your chin too, won't it?
Yeah, that, and then everything.
It was an innie.
Yeah.
Everything that goes through your mind of what could have happened and all that.
And the boat was still on, so you could have had fingers or legs or something chopped off.
There was a moment when he turned around and I saw his face and he was yelling at me. I knew he was scared, and I knew exactly what he was yelling at me about.
How close to the prop were you that was still spinning?
Oh.
And why was it still spinning if somebody was getting off the boat? It shouldn't.
Because
you
usually
kind of have the motor to kind of guide you into the
yeah,
slot.
but if somebody was, if Eric had already gotten off the boat, shouldn't it have been turned off by
No,
then?
no.
or not?
Then he's doing his wing, so he's backing up to line the boat up to the trailer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's coming down. So he was just going to, paddle or
So he left Eric off to go get the automobile that was going to back in, so you could take the boat out.
Right.
And that was your fault. Sorry. I was trying to blame your brother somehow. But
no, it was completely 100% my fault, and I cannot believe that I did that. And I even called him this morning, and I said I will never, ever make that mistake again on your vessel ever again. I apologize.
How
I'm
close
sorry.
to the prop were you?
I couldn't tell. I was on the back of the boat, and the prop was going. It was.
He probably within a couple feet, I would think.
You would think. Yeah,
Easy.
if you were holding on to the back of the boat, that's where
because
prop
that
is.
that boat's in the middle, and it's probably 7 feet wide, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna rate maybe 6-7 feet, whatever it is. Yeah, so
Good
you're
Lord.
fucking lucky you got all your toes here today, buddy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Imagine if you'd chopped off some of your fingers, you wouldn't be able to jerk off.
We're gonna have to change it to the Peg Leg and Jeff show.
And the beauty is,
You know what? It's funny you mentioned that because I have a scar on my leg from said friend Phil, who's now in the ground, that we were drinking. Unbelievably. So,
Right, yeah.
And I went and I kind of gave him a slug in the arm, like, "Hey brother, what's going on?" Whoop. And I whapped him kind of hard, and he had a pool cue, and he turned around and he just snapped behind him, and he caught me square in the same leg, and he basically got the skin on my shin bone.
Damn, those hurt.
And twisted it, and there was a hole in it. But I was so drunk, I said, "Don't worry about it." So they put literally a half a tube of Neosporin in it, and I wrapped it up. Well, needless to say, if you have an open wound, you can't wait more than 24 hours.
It's not the way to go.
I had staph infection, and Phil's joke always for me was, "You can't be playing golf wet because that peg, your peg leg is going to be the pool cue that I snapped your leg with, and you'll sink right down
right into the
and
bottom.
push everything left."
Put your change in your right pocket.
Whether you're into Jesus, Muhammad, the Buddha, Xenu, Orion, whatever, let's talk about Jeebus.
How did you spell relief? Jesus.
It's time to
That was
talk
nice.
about Jeebus.
There's a young man named Christopher Jarvis. He's 49 years old. He's a married father of 4. And his job on a daily basis for the Catholic Church is to investigate the historic claims of child abuse. And he interviews the victims that are now adults. That's therefore the term historic. People, I didn't want people to think it was from like the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Like if one of us as the late 30s or early 40s says, "Hey, I was abused by Father Rottencrotch back in the day. Can you please investigate?" That's what he did for the Catholic Church on a daily basis. He was responsible for child protection at 120 churches and parish community groups, and he did this job for 9 years.
Oh, no.
Yep. He was arrested for
Oh, shit.
uploading images of prepubescent boys from a social networking site. Yeah.
He and his friend Jerry Sandusky.
4,000.
It's Brother
We're
Sandusky, please.
Yes.
Brother Sandusky.
The court heard that 4,389 images were found on his laptop and his memory stick. Fill in your own joke there. The majority, 3,721, were at level 1, which is the lowest level for abusive images. 120 images were at level 4, which includes scenes of child rape.
Oh, my.
You're killing me, Smalls.
And 12 are at level 5, which includes scenes of torture and sadism.
For the love of all that's good in this world.
And
Jarvis-
this is the guy that's investigating all this shit.
This is a guy that is responsible for child protection at 120 churches and parish communities.
This is what's wrong with everything.
Jarvis, who the court heard claimed he was abused as a child, was sentenced at the city's Crown Court after admitting 12 counts of making...
You don't get to say that. He does
Yeah.
not get to say that. He does that statement because he was abused as a child is not. He doesn't get to say
Everybody plays that card.
Yep.
12 counts of making, possessing, and distributing indecent images at previous magistrate's court's hearing.
Fuck you.
He felt ostracized by the church since his arrest.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You felt ostracized.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Shit.
And he says he has attempted to commit suicide. Here,
Good.
let me help. Here's a knife. Fall forward.
Now you don't get to, asshole.
Police who examined the computer at his arrest found that, as well as the images, he had viewed erotic content about a relationship between a 9-year-old boy and an adult man. He hid his face from the public while he was sitting there during his hearing, as well he should. Police officers who traced him to his home found more than 4,000 child porn images, mainly of boys aged 10 to 12, on his church-supplied computer and memory stick. But he's feeling ostracized, and he's feeling like killing himself. You know, it's
make him live now. Let him be the little boy in prison.
That's what I said. You don't get to do it anymore.
Yeah, he's fucked when he gets there.
You should have taken
they
yourself
don't like
out when
your
you had
kind
the chance.
down there.
Yeah. He's really good at downloading porn, but he's not good at committing suicide.
No.
Cunt.
Fuck that up.
I want to entitle this story, But If It Was a Guy. Right?
Right.
Housewife has been banned from using the internet after sending a nude photo of herself to a 16-year-old boy. But if it was a guy, right? Yep. Lori David, who's 38 years old, was also told she cannot send text messages to anyone except family members after admitting sexting her teen victim. Judge in Texas, of all places, Texas, decided on the web and text ban instead of sending her to jail for solicitation of a minor. She had pleaded guilty to sending nude photos of herself to a classmate of her 16-year-old son that she met while volunteering at the high school. One photo showed her topless, while in another photo she was kneeling naked on a bed in what was described as a lewd position.
I'm being lewd at 38.
Lewd
So that's
position.
from the rear?
I would think so. Court documents revealed that she also knew the boy because she was a jogging buddy of his mom. The pair exchanged messages on Facebook before she sent the teen the two racy photos, which were discovered by the kid's parents. She was arrested 2 weeks after sexting the teen, which means 2 weeks after the kid was jerking off to it for 2 weeks.
Since this segment is called But If It Was a Guy,
right,
I can only revert to my days when I was a young guy and remember how fucking horny I was. I was fucking out of control. I was ripping it out 3 to 5 times a day.
Holy balls.
No problem whatsoever. I had a stash.
You go, Tom.
In a 6-pack cooler back in the woods. I had Hustler. I had Wee. I had Cherry.
Back in the woods? Well, you went out to the woods to jerk it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had things to do.
He is an outdoorsman.
He is.
I had things to do. I had to jerk off. I was a fucking kid. I was 16 years old. But imagine,
Where's Tommy? He's out in the woods again.
I'm just trying to put myself
Building a
in that
fort.
16-year-old's position. Can you imagine if just someone took interest in that?
Oh. And imagine, just think of when you were 16, just think of all the dudes you knew when you were 16. Think of the hottest mom of all those dudes, and she was sending you topless and lewd photographs of herself.
Can I come over and clean your...
I know I'm 16, but can I spend the night?
You really make good mac and cheese, Mrs. Johnson. I sure am cold.
When I was 16, let's see. Was there anybody who had a hot mom?
Oh, I got sons. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I didn't even care if they were hot.
Right.
Well, at that point, no. You've never seen... I mean, you're still looking for your first piece of ass.
Right, yeah.
Well, it didn't come from Mrs. Johnson.
But just the taboo of it, because it was somebody's mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of hot. If it was a guy and I was in that situation at that particular
would you tell your buddy that your mom did that?
Eventually, you'd have to.
I guess just being young. Like nowadays, if someone said, I wouldn't say fucking shit to nobody.
Yeah, but eventually.
Keep sending them.
Yeah, but eventually, being a kid, you'd be like,
yeah, at 16, they're kind of
check this out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Showing somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that was half the fun. You got a titty last night?
Right.
I mean, remember those conversations? I mean,
that's half the reason why the girls didn't give it up, because, you would be telling everybody.
You felt a booby?
When a 16-year-old boy has sex, he comes twice. Once when he has sex, and then again when he tells all of his friends.
He tells the story.
That was the whole deal. Right?
Yeah, that was what it was all about.
I see it.
MoDOT will be continuing work on the Grand Avenue Viaduct this week.
Sounds official.
But workers will need to close the eastbound Interstate 64 off to Market and Bernard Streets. Closures will start today and on the 18th. The ramp will be closed from 9 to 5. Officials with MoDOT say the closures are necessary to ensure the safety of the traveling public. With that, we take you up to Thom and Jeff, Jetcopter 2 with Coach. Coach, can you hear me?
Do what?
You can hear us. You're blind, not deaf, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm...
How's it look downtown there?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm heading eastbound on 40.
Can you see the arch? Oh.
No.
Turn around.
I don't see construction workers.
Turn around until you see the arch.
I don't see traffic. I don't even hear any cars moving. Oh, shit.
What?
You know, I am in the Thom and Jeff Jetcopter 2, once again paid for by Steve in South Korea.
How's number 2? Is it nice?
Oh, my God. It sucks. You know, I know we're on a budget here, but the least you guys could do is put Braille on some of these fucking buttons. I think I'm going downward. I'm just pressing buttons at this point. Back to you guys in the studio for real. I'm riding a bike next time. Fuck this.
Thank you, Coach. In other news, police are searching for 2 suspects.
Oh, shit, there are cars.
Coach, are you with us? I think we lost him.
I'm okay.
Until
But
that
there
last,
will be a Jetcopter 3.
until that last comedic burst, I was going to seamlessly transition into the next news story.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just picturing one of those helicopters from MASH. That's what he's using.
The Vietnam choppers.
With the big bubble in the front of the joystick.
Coach is laying like a patient on the side.
Because suicide is painless.
Oh, shit.
Oh, not that we need another story about crime, but there is one. And this just reeks of stinkiness only because of what they did. They went to South City, 1:30 in the morning, this morning, as a matter of fact, broke into this dude's home, took his credit card information, and then took his Toyota Echo. One person was home
nice
at the
vehicle.
time of the invasion, but no one was injured. Police are looking for the man in the hopes of finding the suspects. I'm just saying, when you're stealing Echoes and writing down card numbers on pieces of paper, what in the hell is going on?
Well, in the 2200 block of Missouri, you know, from what you would have more experience with this than me, but from what I understand, if it's a state street, it's not a good neighborhood.
It's good one. It's a good one.
I was born a poor black child.
And you hit that because it's a black Toyota Echo.
Yes, right.
It's a 10-year-old vehicle as well.
I mean, but I'm telling you what, which just reinforces it once again. You can't take my shit. I guess I'm gonna die or something. If someone were to try to rob me and take people laugh at it, but it's my means of transportation. It's my life right now.
Right.
If someone were to take,
It's got your laundry in the back too right now. If somebody took your car, they'd be taking half your wardrobe.
I'm telling you, you can't have my shit without some sort of disturbance.
Take it without a fight.
There is going to be some sort of cause and effect going on. It's probably going to be me hitting the ground with, I'll be.
But you tried.
But at least I tried, and then everyone will look at me and go, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
Now you got all your laundry in the back of your car. Are you going to do laundry after this, or
Yes,
what?
I have to. I have to. I got to.
You don't have. I just assumed you had a washer and dryer since you're in a house.
You assumed wrong.
Okay.
Assume away.
Do you have a washer and dryer hookup? You just don't have a washer and dryer?
I just don't have a washer and dryer, nor do I really want one. Really.
You don't? Why?
I fucking hate laundry.
Yeah, but wouldn't you hate it less if you didn't have to leave your house to do it? And you didn't have to get quarters? And...
It's kind of convenient.
Having a washer and dryer, as I have finally made it back, and there's going to be more closures on eastbound 40 from here on out.
Here's what I've trained myself to do. I like to read a lot, so it forces me to, when I get off of not reading any books, it forces me during the wait time to read.
But if you like to read, why do you have to force yourself to do it?
Because life gets in the way sometimes, and I can't do the things that
sit in the laundry room at your house and read, as opposed to spending the money and the gas money to go to the laundromat.
Sit naked and
I'm just saying.
I understand that. I just don't happen to have a spare grand laying around to go get
Okay, now there's the other. That's the reason why. You're giving me two different reasons here. Either you like to go to a laundromat, or you don't have the money for
I don't have the
washer
means.
and dryer.
Even if I said today, hey, let's go get a washer and dryer. Even if someone said, I got one you can have. To me, the grief versus dollar ratio right now is the way my life is going is just not even worth
grief?
it.
What are you talking about grief?
Because then you got to carry it up the fucking stairs. Then you got to fucking
as opposed to carrying your laundry out.
You know, some places will deliver those things.
When I carry my laundry out and I do my laundry, I am doing it myself in my way. I'm not asking anyone else to help me. I'm not asking anyone else to help me carry a fucking dryer up the fucking stairs to get it through the fucking door, to fucking hook it up, to fucking everything.
It only has to happen one time.
Tom, you live in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have rental? Can you rent one? Because when I had my apartment, it was $30 a month, and you could rent washer and dryer. And it ended up being
I thought you lived
than...
in a house. I'm sorry, I thought you lived in a house.
Well, you do.
Well, it's a house. Sort of.
It's like a.
Sometimes you can rent those things for.
What do they call them? Flats.
Flats.
It's a flat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I'm just saying it's just something I do. That's why the laundry's in the back, and I got a brand new book.
I got a brand new book.
Yeah, I got a brand new book. So
and soiled underwear.
And all
that's me.
And all the and all the shit from Friday night, as that was Kincaid laid soaked, is being washed today.
Oh, good.
Is it still wet?
Actually, I hung it up because I knew that if I kept it in,
it'd get a little moldy.
It'd get a little moldy, and then you got to deal with that shit.
Plus the pee in it from when you first fell into the lake. And
then you shit your pants as you fucking came.
I'd imagine that cold water probably made you pee right away, didn't it? You would,
dude. I don't ever remember being that scared. I mean, all the other times it was like scared.
All the other times.
This is something that I did that. Directly because I did this, I put myself in a situation where I could have expired.
Right. Yeah.
All the other times, I mean, I know that I live in not the greatest part of town, but I've accepted that fact. And if something happens to me, well, it's because I lived in that part of town.
Put yourself in the situation.
Right. But it's different than making a conscious decision going, okay, I'm going to hop off this boat at 3.5 feet because I'm so limber and agile that I can make this jump.
Quite the athlete you are.
Oh,
It's amazing. 3 feet almost cost you your life. It's amazing to think about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And what do you think I did on Saturday? And what do you think? And
that could have gutted you. The thing could have just hit it, just split you.
And you know what? The first thing,
the whole lake would have smelled like sperm.
You know what? The first thing I would have. You know what? The first thing I would have said, and this is kind of disgusting, but the first thing I would have said is, I don't have health insurance. Don't take me.
Good point. Yeah.
Don't take me anywhere. Fucking get the propane heater and cauterize what you need to cauterize.
Yeah, just close me up.
Just take
give me the Neosporin and the wrap again.
Or better yet, does someone got one? If it's that bad, just put me out now.
Sure. Yeah.
Goonies never say die.
Alleged carjacker. I don't understand why it keeps on going back to crime. Probably because it's really prevalent, in my head. But alleged carjacker who lives with his mom.
Shocking.
Oh boy, that's a story in itself.
Was arrested after police found him exactly where his tattoo said they would. He was 29 years old. His ghostly complexion apparently earned him the nickname of Casper, who stole a couple's 2002 Chevy Blazer at gunpoint.
Not so much the friendly ghost, is he?
He hit the 27-year-old driver with the butt of his gun and then ordered a 38-year-old woman who had been a passenger from the SUV before he sped off. This is in a small town, and didn't take long for word to spread through said small town to find. Hey, anybody see Casper around? Yeah,
Casper?
That motherfucker just sold my Chevy. Hey, I look at this story and I thought, like, robbing people out here. Like, if you were to rob Coach,
right?
I mean, who the fuck took Coach's whatever you do? Who the fuck took Coach's earbuds? like you're going to operate in this town, walking around with something that he owns that everybody knows. There's exactly who drives what and who's coming in and out of town.
Remember when there was a gas station at Limburg and Big Bend? There was a Waterway Gas and Wash at where the Sonic is right now, Limburg and Big Bend and Kirkwood.
Mm-hmm.
right across the street from the Harley dealership.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
I worked there in high school, and I became the night manager because of my studious employmentship there so much. Robbed the place.
I could tell by your vernacular.
Yes. Excuse me, Coach, but I robbed the place blind. But anyway, and behind me at the time, it was the height of Meacham Park just being the most horrible neighborhood around.
Of all time.
And the people from Watts went, damn! No, but in the evening, it was open till like 9 o'clock at night. And in the evening, there was a dude named Greg that would come out of the neighborhood and just sit and bullshit with me for like the last hour that I was there because the car wash closed at 8. And once it was closed, nobody really came in. And we would sit there and just BS for, days on end. And I got to know him, and he was jobless, and he did graduate from high school, but he didn't have a job and no kids, still living with his mom and all this other stuff. Knew him for a couple of months just from talking with him, and I knew he lived in Meacham Park. And then, and this is, long before all the security. This was 1985, for Christ's sake. And I'm sitting in the gas station one night, and the massive security system was the sliding glass door that you went click and you locked it, right?
Right.
And I'm sitting right there, right next to the sliding glass door, which was dumb, and I'm counting the money from the day to make the deposit in the bank and making sure that.
Did you have a green zip bag with a lock on it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Sure did.
Yeah, and you had to make sure the money in the bank was the same as the cash register tape.
It was
blah,
a big
blah, blah.
responsible thing for you to do in 1985.
Yeah,
I'm being completely
for
serious.
An 18-year-old, for sure, especially because I would gank money for cigarettes and all that stuff. And I hear a tap on the window like that, and I turn around, and it's Greg standing there. And I was like, hey, what's up, dude? Sorry, I'm closed. I got to get this stuff done because I got to get out of here. I get homework. And then he had his hand behind his back. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time to chat. We're done already, blah. And he pulls out a freaking a knife.
Huh?
And I'm like, and at first I started laughing. I'm like, you're joking, right? And he points the knife at the, his name was Greg. I never knew a black dude named Greg. I got a white brother named Greg. Literally. My brother's name is Greg. This isn't him. And he points the knife at the money drawer, and he's like, I got to have that. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, does
this mean I got to cover your shift on Sunday?
Right. And I remember the manager, when he made me the night manager, said, always give away the money because we can replace the money. We can't replace human life. Mm-hmm. I remember the manager with only 9.5 fingers told me that. I said, okay.
He knows a few things.
Yeah.
A few things.
He knows 9.5 things. So I gave Greg the money, and Greg said thanks, and he took off.
How much money was it?
I don't know. It was $1,000 or something like that, whatever. And I called the cops, and they were like, well, can you give us an idea? I'm like, yeah, his name's Greg. He lives over in the fucking Meacham Park right over there. They had him in 10 minutes.
Shit.
And they brought him in the back of the cop car and brought him up to me at the Waterway gas.
Greg.
And he's sitting in the back of the cop car.
How you doing, Greg?
Cuffed, and they're like, is that him? I'm like, yeah, that's Greg.
That's Greg.
You dummy.
Hey, did you get a chance to spend that $1,000?
Did you even at one time even consider talking him out of this at all?
I did up until the fact that I was just like, he's got a big-ass knife. And I'm sure he brought it just to show me that he was serious. And I'm sure he would have never knifed me or anything. But I'd only known him for a couple of months, so who knows? Maybe he was talking to me this whole couple of months just to get my routine, so he could do this. But I wasn't going to take the chance over $1,000, I mean, this place was a good place for me to steal cigarettes from, for Christ's sake.
I had a good thing. Hey, Greg, you're really fucking up my operation
you're fucking up my Winston Light 100s over here.
Is that what you took?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is that what you smoked?
Yeah, I got on Winston Light 100s because my stepmom at the time, that's what she smoked, and she thought I didn't know where she kept them.
Yeah.
So I would just go up there and take a pack at a time, and that's what I just started smoking.
Give me the Winstons and a pack of Pale Males.
And here's the other thing that's funny is that, and I've told, and a Twinkie. And this is, I've told you this before. My dad smoked Cools and Cool Kings, and that's what a lot of the dudes,
green pack, right?
Yeah,
king size Cools.
That a lot of the dudes from Meacham Park smoke Cools, but this is how they would come in and ask for me. They come in and say, "Give me a pack of what I is." Cools.
Cool. See, but
Really? Give me some of
far
that.
from it, buddy.
Yeah, give me
the douchebags over here.
I need a half pint of bubble gin and a pack of what I is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We had
Bubble
this,
gin.
We had the spray that
Seagrams.
we spray the floor mat of your car with the new car smell. Give me a couple of squirts of the new car and a pack of what I is. On my first day, I was like, "Excuse me, sir." Like 2 months later, I was like, "All right, there, Greg, here you go." Yeah.
See you in a couple months when you stick a knife in my face. You
fucker.
Another one, Warren County, Mississippi. A crook got away with an ice chest full of loose change.
Ice chest.
Homeowner surprised the bandit in the middle of the night after calling the police. Man got away with the cooler holding about $200 in coins. They're investigating following leads. I'm thinking, I don't know, the coin machine at the supermarket would be a good place to start.
Gotta go back and get a shitload of dice.
Maybe just stand next to the machine for a little while. It might show up eventually, right?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted to talk real quick about all the vets that I saw on Wednesday night.
Oh, was it give a hand job to a vet night on Wednesday night?
No, we were at Ballyhoo.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
And I dare you to go up to one of those vets that I talked to and say those same exact words.
Actually, I got a really good story about that, but go ahead.
Yeah, because he kept on going. Other than that shirt, you're doing all right, brother. You're doing all right. But nonetheless, thank you very much for your service. And I say that sincerely. I honestly do. For some reason, it hit me especially strong.
Yeah, you did. You gave yourself a little, you gave a speech on Wednesday night.
Yes.
I almost stood up and put my hand over my heart.
Well, I meant it. I feel.
Is your dad a vet?
No, my grandfather was in World War II.
And Scott, your dad was there, and he took a couple of bullets, didn't he?
Yep.
You said he had a Purple Heart and a Purple Heart with a
cluster.
What does that mean again?
It means he was wounded twice in the same line of action, like the same.
Like during the same
day.
battle or something like that?
Same day.
Son of a bitch, that's a hell of a day.
Yeah.
Did you get shot? Yeah, fucking twice.
And I got knifed, motherfucker.
Could you imagine the people that are deciding on this shit? All right, so if somebody gets shot, let's give them a Purple Heart, okay? All right. What about the fuckers that get shot twice in the same fucking battle?
Let's put an extra pin on there for him.
Let's do that.
Let's
And
not
here's
send
a piece
him
of
home,
paper
give him
and a ribbon.
And you know what? Vicodin for life. Let's do that.
It falls in that realm.
I think so.
Well, if you have served our country in any capacity, Golden Corral, 10th Annual Golden Corral Military Appreciation Dinner, held from 5 to 9 tonight at all Golden Corral restaurants nationwide. It's a thank you dinner available to any person who has ever served in the United States military. If you are a vet, retired, currently serving in the National Guard or Reserves, you are invited to participate in Golden Corral's Military Appreciation Monday Dinner. More information, goldencorral.com/military. Who the hell doesn't want a free meal?
And they got the chocolate fountain now.
God, that's right.
I saw that commercial, that big ass fucking fountain, and they're putting boobies and cocks and fucking strawberries in there.
Go get yourself a free meal.
Strawberries and
pineapple.
And you know what? And fuck you to anybody who pretends to be in the military.
Yeah,
when something like this
man.
happens, because that shit's happened before. You
Oh,
know,
it's gotta be.
Somebody who bought some uniform online or at some sort of flea market or something, then pretends. Screw you.
Up yours.
Yeah, screw you up yours. Think with your noodle.
Think with your sober noodle is something you should take away from today's show.
And again, thank you to our sponsor, Atlas Auto Protection, 1-888-591-3123, atlasautoprotection.com. Just grab your VIN number, your current mileage, and call them. They have they got people that have been doing this since 1998, experienced staff. They will help you choose a plan that is right for you, offering vehicle service contracts to individuals since 1998. When your factory warranty runs out, don't just take it into a car dealer and say, well, here's this. Get me under another 6-7 year car loan. If your car is at least 3 years old, between 36,000 miles and 120,000 miles on the odometer, Just get the VIN, current miles, and call 1-888-591-3123 or go on the web at atlasautoprotection.com.
Real quick, I wanted to say congratulations to Mizzou football for kicking the crap out of the University of Texas as they take their ass out of the Big 12 like it was dissolving anyway and proudly head into the SEC. Thank you very much.
That is so true, and they're one win away from bowl eligible. And, you know, it's nice to go out of the Big 12 beating Texas.
That's very true. Last
the
chance
Yankees
to do
of
it,
the
right?
Big 12, exactly.
And also, I mentioned last week that Chelsea was in Florida because she had made some sort of painting, art, something or other for a charity, and they actually flew her down there for the auction itself. Her pieces brought in $600. So congratulations
to
Chelsea for that. That's pretty cool.
Hopefully those will appreciate and value as her art career continues.
Yeah, and her
such an artiste.
Yes, and her significant other is, I believe, a Marine. So, significant other, if you're listening to this, go to fucking Golden Corral, dude.
And bring your pretty girl with you.
Yeah, well, they live in separate states.
Oh, well, think of her at least.
Yeah. Think of her while you're
chocolate strawberry on her.
Yeah, chocolate. I bet they have already.
I was just saying on her.
In the past. Real quickly, do not forget that on Wednesday, right here on this program, Moon, the lead singer of Greek Fire, will be sitting right here on this program.
And we will try to do it again tomorrow. Big hugs.
See you guys.
That's a wrap.